Once you're signed into Google Drive, we'll want to learn how to add a new document. As we've talked about, you know that the plus sign is kind of the universal symbol for when you want to add something. And this button says the plus sign and new. So we're going to click on that. And this is showing us a list of different things we can create. We could add a folder. We could do a file upload or folder upload. That's something we'll learn how to do later. Then it says Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and then more. Google Forms, Google Drawings. There's so many different apps that we can use with our Google Drive. And our Google Drive is really a way for us to save our work and get to it anywhere that we can sign into our Google account. If it's our Chromebooks that we use at school, or the computers in the computer lab, or even if you sign into your Google account at home. So we'll say we want to create a Google Doc. If I click on that, it's going to open up a new Google Doc. Google Docs are mainly for typing text in. So if you are working on a project and you need to type up a paragraph of information that you wrote, Google Docs is the place to do it. The first thing you'll want to do is give it a name. So move your mouse up to where it says Untitled Document. Now you can see there's a box around where it says Untitled Document and it says Rename. So if I click, it's highlighting that so that as soon as I start to type Intro to Google Docs, which is what I want to name this, if I hit enter, I want you to watch right here. First it's going to say saving, and then it'll say all changes saved. Did you see it? First it said saving, and now it says all changes saved. So right there, it's always going to be going between saving and all changes saved. It's going to constantly save your work as you make changes. So today I'm not going to type anything too exciting. Hello, Pine Island students. So in a word processor, if you double click on a word, it will highlight that word. If you triple click, it will do that sentence. So I triple clicked because I want to change what these words look like. We call that the font. Google Docs has many choices for fonts. So if you find one that you want to use, put your mouse over and click, and anything that's highlighted will change to that font you just chose. That's a pretty small font, so I'm going to increase the size. This is numerical, so the bigger the number, the bigger the letters will look. That's better. You can do things like make the letter look bold. See how that's thicker? To change it back, click again. Or it could be italic or underlined. Here's one that kids always enjoy, text color. Now you can choose one of these. Purple's my favorite. Or if you want to be fancy, you can say custom, and it shows you the whole array of the color scales, and you can pick one that you like. And these are actually, this code is something that computer programmers can use. So now we've got kind of a bluish purple. I am going to click here. I like that color. I'm going to hit enter to get down to a new line. How are you today? I don't want that all to be underlined, so I'm going to use a different way of highlighting. I'm going to drag with my mouse down and select that. And so now I'm going to say, don't have that be underlined. So I can choose which parts I want to have underlined or not, or bold or not, or I could even change the color of just those words. Ooh, that's kind of hard to read with that bright color. Besides changing how the font looks, a word processor can help you make lists look very organized. Let's say we need eggs, cookies, bread from the store. And we wanted to know how many things do we need. Right here where you can see a little number, make a numbered list. Or if you don't care to know how many, You can always just use a bulleted list. That's just a few of the things we can do in Google Docs. I wanted to show you, though, before we go, that if I close this window, you can see it says all changes saved into the drive. If I close this window, if I refresh this drive so we can see, here is my intro to Google Docs I just made. If I double click on it, it looks just like I left it, and I could get back to work.